Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Eka Septiana. My number study is 1B22379. And here I will let do a summary chapter 5. And chapter 5 about the sentence semantics situation. In sentence semantics, situation refer to the state or even expressed by a sentence. A situation includes aspects such as time, aspect, and the actors involved in an event. This chapter discuss of meaning at the sentence level, one of which is sentence markala, sentence marking. Tense marking varies across language. In English, it's indicated by change in verb forms such as have, had, and will have. Meanwhile, in Mandarin, tense is not mark of the verb but third times expression like xianzi, now, xiaozhen yesterday, and mingxian tomorrow. Thus, in Mandarin, the indication of time is determined by the entire sentence rather than verb change. In semantics, there are three main dimensions to consider when classifying a situation. First, situation type. Situation type refer to the kind of event encoded in a language. Situation can be static, unchanging, such as robot like pizza, or dynamic, evolving change like a robot is growing very fast. The choice of lexical elements such as stative verbs and adjectives help distinguish this type. And the next tense indicate the relative time of a situation in relation to the moment of speaking or writing. Many languages have grammatical forms such as verb endings to mark tense, and the third tense, and the third aspect relates to the internal temporal structure of a situation. Aspect can indicate a whether or even is complete, such as David wrote a novel, or still going, such as David is writing a novel. Verb and situation types in sentence semantics. This chapter discussion the relationship between verbs and situation types. In sentence semantics, verb inherently reflect different types of situation, which can be classified into stative verbs and dynamic verbs. And the first, stative verbs. Stative verbs include be, have, know, love. Describe a stable condition without internal change. They do not emphasize the beginning or end of a state of, for example, Mary likes driving sport car. Does not imply when or of these states will end. Stative verbs typically do not work with progressive forms like I'm knowing Swahili or imperatives know Swahili. And the next, dynamic verbs. Dynamic verbs indicate process or events involving change uh, and can be further classified based on durative uh, versus punctual and telic versus atelic aspect. Durative versus punctual. Durative situation that lasts over a period of time. For example, he was walking to the store. Punctual events that happen instantly. For example, the balloon popped. And the next, telic versus atelic. Telic processes with a natural endpoint. For example, Harry was building a raft. There is a clear end. And atelic processes that can continue indefinitely. For example, Harry was staring at the sea. This distinction affect aspect. For example, the English present perfect with a tele verb implies completion. Completion, as for example, Mary has painted my portrait. The portrait is finished. And the next, system of situation types in semantic. The system of situation types in semantic relate to how verbs and verb phrases describe different types of situation. Fendel, Fendler, 1967 classified verbs into four main situation types. First, stateful verbs such as love, know, and had. And for activities, ongoing process without a clear endpoint such as run, pass a car. And the third, achievements, processes with a clear endpoint such as reach the peak and win the race. And for accomplishments, action, accomplishments is action that result in a change with a final outcome such as building a house and paint a portrait. And the next, in the analysis of tense and aspect, the English time system is marked by three main tense: past, present, and future. The use auxiliary verbs and verb endings determines more complex temporal aspect. And the next, modality and evidentially. Modality is a semantic aspect that indicates the speaker's degree commitment to the truth of a proposition. There are three main strategies for expressing modality. Embedding with a hanger clause such as verbs like I believe that, and the next using modal verbs like must, might, coach, which indicate different level or intently. And the next, epistemic versus deontonic modality. Epistemic is modality. Epistemic modality is express the speaker's degree of knowledge about an event. And the next deontic modality is relates to obligation, permission, and social responsibilities. And the next, evidentiality. Evidentiality refers to how the source of information is marked in a language. Some languages, like Maka or not can, have a specific morphological system to indicate information source such as direct experience, for example, I saw the bad weather. And the next, inference from physical evidence, such as it looks like bad weather. And the next, hardship evidence, it sounds like bad weather. And the next, report speech, such as I was told that the weather is bad. I think that's all from me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.